Good morning, Alex. How are you?
Good morning, President Rothman. How are you?
I am well. I am well. I'm really delighted to have the opportunity to talk to you today. And first of all, congratulations on your graduation from UW Oshkosh. That's a great accomplishment.
Thank you. Thank you. It's been a long time coming, 5 years, but finally done it. Finally did it.
Well, that's fantastic. What a great accomplishment. So, well, why don't we step back a little bit and again in our conversation today, tell me a little bit about yourself. Where you grew up and what got you to UW Oshkosh.
Let's go all the way back. So my family basically came from Liberia, which is in West Africa. So I was the first out of 6 children to be born in the United States. So I was born in Texas. Parents came to Milwaukee to so-called visit, ended up loving it. So we ended up staying and moving here. Other than that, basically raised in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. My high school years, I've always gone to pre-college programs. I went to UW Eau Claire pre-college for a couple years, but then what really impacted me to, land at Oshkosh was the pre-college programs at Oshkosh, and just looking at all the resources and looking and knowing that I could succeed here is one of the reasons why I came to UW Oshkosh.
Tell me a little bit more about your experience at Oshkosh, particularly some of the faculty and staff that may have impacted your career trajectory.
Yeah, for sure. So one of the things I love about Oshkosh is how personalized the classes are. So of course, because kind of I was saying, that's one of the benefits that you can't really get at a super big university, it being so personalized. My experience with the teachers, that all the teachers that I've always had an open door policy. And that's one of the things that I will always remember about UW Oshkosh is the professors' willingness to help, willingness to take an extra step, willingness to, make sure, go an extra mile to make sure that I understand and that I'm succeeding.
But what's really interesting to me about your background, and you mentioned a couple of them already, Alex, but when you think of you've had an experience at Church Mutual Insurance, right. You've had an experience in Ernst Young, yep. You've had an experience at Goldman Sachs, and I think you're on to an experience at Google now.
Correct.
I mean, those are extraordinary companies. Tell me about that process and how did Oshkosh help you get there? You've spoken about it a little bit already, but right. That's an extraordinary group of companies that you've worked for. Yeah,
it is. And honestly, I would say, UW Oshkosh definitely played a part, in me getting all those roles. I would say that, we had this professional development class that every College of Business student has to take. In this class, they usually tell us about, how to make yourself more attractive to employers, how to market yourself, everything that, UW Oshkosh does, from the preparation, to the technical work that they teach us. I think that, they definitely played a factor in all of those things.
It's really amazing when you think about all the technical skills you learned at Oshkosh in terms of accounting and finance, your 2 majors, but then you look at the soft skills. Exactly. And how you've grabbed those soft skills and really allowed yourself to leverage into some really terrific opportunities. That you should be congratulated for that. That's really exciting to see.
You can be the smartest person in the world, but if you don't know how to talk to someone, if you don't know how to encourage someone, if you don't know how to motivate people, that doesn't really help.
In 30 seconds, what would you tell a prospective student who's looking at UW Oshkosh about why they should go there?
I would say the first thing is the personalized education that you receive. I would say second after that is the great community of resources that UW Oshkosh has. And I would say lastly, I think that at UW Oshkosh, I think you are in control of your destiny. The world is in your hands. You can do whatever you want as long as you put your mind to it. So,
Alex, that's fantastic. It's been a pleasure to be able to spend some time with you. There's no doubt you're going to do some great things in your career, and we're really delighted. Again, congratulations from for graduating from UW Oshkosh. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you, President Rothman.
Be well.
Be well.